Hello. Somebody asked me to do another knitted bobble. They gave me the directions, and as far as the bobbles go, I think this is probably one of my favorite ones. You can see this here. It's super easy, and it's not all big and loose and you know, big gaps in between. Sometimes bobbles can just kind of be hanging off of things. I really like this one. This one's really neat. So let me show you how I do it. Let me knit a couple stitches real quick. I don't like to do bobbles on the end for demonstrations. Okay, I think I'm going to make it right between the two that I made before. Okay, so it says you knit, purl, and knit in the same stitch. Okay, so we're going to get the stitch. We're going to knit. We do not take the old stitch off the needle. We leave it on. You bring the yarn in front to purl, okay, and you purl it. You still don't take that old stitch off. You leave it on. You bring the yarn between the two needles to knit, and you knit, okay? And now you can take the old stitch off, and you are going to be working with 3 stitches. Now you turn your work, and you're going to knit these 3 stitches. So you put the yarn in back to knit. It's a little windy here today. And my stitches are crossed. There we go. And now we're going to knit these 3 stitches. So we're going to knit 1, 2, and 3. Now after you knit these 3, it says turn your work and knit again. So we're going to turn the work. Make sure your yarn is in back so you can knit. And you're going to knit these 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And this is kind of like what I've got going on right here. Okay. Now it says to slip 2nd and 3rd stitch on the right needle, which is right here. This is your right needle, over the 1st stitch and off the needle. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, and this is my 2nd, and this is my 3rd. So I'm going to take these 2 stitches and I'm going to slip it over the 1st stitch and off of the needle. Okay, so get it in here. Now as I'm doing this, I'm kind of pulling on my working yarn. I have my finger on the tip of my needle, and pulling on the working yarn kind of helps keep the 1st stitch on, and I go up and over on that 1st stitch. And then you've got your little bobble, and it's cute. It's very, very cute. So that was it. It was super duper easy. And if you're new to bobbling, I would suggest that you make sure you know how many stitches you have on your needles before you begin making your bobbles, and then after you're done making a bobble, I would count the stitches again. Because as you can tell, you know, we added 2 stitches, and then we had to take those 2 stitches away. So if you're not counting, you could end up taking more away than you're supposed to, or adding stitches and then you've got a big mess. So if you're new, just count your stitches. It only takes a few seconds, and so you can get it right. But that's a really cute bobble. I'm going to keep that in my stash there as in my patterns because I think it's pretty cute. And that's all there is to it. Happy knitting!